Hello, everybody. Uh, Let us just today try to discuss uh, about tenses and conditional sentences. There are some questions here I prepared, and we try to practice how patience of tenses and the conditional uh, sentences can be done, or how can we easily identify uh, and try to um, manage uh, the sentences of tenses. There are different tenses, majorly the past tense, the present tense, and the future tenses. And the conditional tenses, there are four conditional tenses: zero conditional tense, type 1 conditional tense, type 3 conditional tense, and the type 4 conditional tenses. So that these tenses and the conditional sentences have their own identities and specifications or patterns, so that there are certain clues which we have to know on each cases, and so that we can easily understand this what type of the sentence is, whether it's whether it is a tense, the tenses or conditional tenses, or which conditional tense it is using. Now there are about 10 questions that I have. Let us try to discuss, or let us try to practice uh, together. Now, as you can see on the screen, I have question 1, which says that which of the following sentences is in the present perfect, in the present perfect. This means in the present perfect tense. This is the sentence of the sentences that especially concerned with present tense, present tenses. From the present tense, perfect tenses. With the present imperfect tense, we have to have here verb 1. The present perfect tenses here means in the present tenses we have to has or have plus verb 3. This is the present tense forms, so that we search or try to identify the sentences that have this type or this pattern. Here it is: A, she will go to the store. Will and the verb 1. Will and the verb 1. So that this is what? Simple future tense. This is simple future tense. Here, she has gone to the store. Has and verb 3. Verb 3. This is verb 3. So that this is present perfect. See, she goes to the store. This is used as verb 1, so that this is simple present tense. Here, D, she went to the store. went, the past form of go, and so that there is verb 2. Here it is, this is verb 2, so that this is simple past, simple present, simple past, simple past. The answer that fulfill this criteria, which we have just written here, is B. So that the answer is B. Okay, let us go to question 2. Question 2 says, identify the correct form of the verb in this sentence, which is, it say if it, here it is, if it dash tomorrow, we will cancel the picnic. We will cancel the picnic. What we have here is, in the conditional clause here, we have will and we have cancel. Will and the verb one. Will and the verb one. In the conditional sentence, if clause is, we don't know. The conditional clause is will plus what verb? Will plus what verb one. If conditional clause is verb one, the conditional sentence is type 1. Type 1. In the type 1, the if clause has to be V1, verb 1. We have to have here verb 1. So that's if it's dash verb 1, tomorrow we will cancel the picnics. Here, automatically we cancel B in past, simple past. C will rain in simple future tense, so that we have to differentiate or choose either A or D. What is the difference between here it is rains, here it is rain? In the question, we have it single, the subject is singular, so that in that cases it takes the present tense forms, the simple present tense forms, and so that the answer has to be A. We choose A. It rains. If it rains tomorrow, we will cancel the picnic. This is the correct answer. Okay, let us go to the third question. The third question says, which sentence correctly uses the past continuous tense? Here it is. The main issue is the past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. The past continuous tense has the formula is we have verb to plus no auxiliary. We have auxiliary. Sorry. We have auxiliary verb was. We have was or were plus verb 1 plus ing. Verb 1, that is ing, gerund form there. So that's we try to look for the sentences that fulfill this criteria. A, I was okay reading okay when she called. When she called. This is okay, right? When I read when she called. I read when she called. This is simple present tense. Simply presented can't go in parallel with past tense. Simple past tense. So that this is wrong. Here I am reading when she called. This is simple past. This is present continuous. So that they can't parallelly go together. Here I will read simple future tense when she calls. Simple past. So that this also doesn't go together. The answer is therefore A is the right answer. The right answer is A, which says I was reading when she called. When she called, the person who is telling us what was going on by the time was saying that he was reading. This is past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is here, this one. Okay, question 4. Which choose the correct conditional forms from the sentences that says, if I had known about the meeting, I dash there. Here it is there. What is our given? The clue that we have here is if in the if clause. We have the full if clause. So that's what has been given us in the if clause. We have had, we have verb. This is verb 3 about the meeting. So that had plus verb 3. This is the given in the if clauses. In if we have had plus verb 3 in the if clause, the conditional clause would be what? The conditional clause. This is if clause. Conditional clause would be would plus have or has, you may say, plus verb 3. So that which options would satisfy this condition? A say that would go, would plus V1, so that it doesn't fulfill. B, as we have just said here, B says would have, again, this is verb 3. This is V3, and we have, this. So that this is right, and this is will go. This doesn't fulfill the criteria, and this cannot be the answer, and the answer is so that B, as here is. This is which formula that is. Okay, let us go to the next question. The next question 5 says, what is the future perfect tense of the verb? The verb to finish. To finish. You see, the verb, what is given? the given is to finish. What forms, what form of the tense it has given us? The future, here it is, future perfect tense. Future perfect tense means future is will plus perfect tense as or have plus verb 3. So that we have to look for an option that would fulfill this criteria. This is will finish. Will finish is simple future tense. Simple future tense. Has finished. This is present perfect tense form. Will have. Here it is will have finishing. This is future perfect tense. Finishing. This is a gerund form. This is a gerund form, so that this cannot be answered. This cannot be answered. This cannot be answered. So that the answer is this one. This fulfill the criteria we have said here. And question 6 says, which of these sentence is an example of a zero conditional? Here it is. Zero conditional. Zero conditional. Zero conditional is almost equivalent. It is equivalent to simple present tense. Is equivalent to the simple present tense, because the conditions that is needed to uh, need to be fulfilled, or which is expected to take place, is a usual, and every times when something happen, that is usually happen as a result of something taking place, something that is noun, something that is commonly known taking place. The result is also the expected one. For example, so that in both cases we will have, or we use simple present tense. That means in if clause we have verb 1, and in conditional tenses we have verb 1. That means if clause we have verb 1, in conditional sentence we have verb 1. So that let us try to see that is here. If you hit, always, if you hit ice always, what you would get, the result is that it melts. It melts. That is the usual thing is happen again and again. If somebody melts, ice everywhere. If the ice melts, the ice changes into liquid. When the solid changes into liquid, we say that melted. So that this always happen. This always happen. In this case, this is the right option. If you see B, if I wear you, condition, that means easy. In past tense, I wear you, that means it's easy. This is in the form, where is in the form of V2, that means in the past form. This is a conditional, would plus V1. This doesn't go together with this. Let's see. This is most probably, let's see. If it rains, here it is. If it rains, we will, let's see. This is V1. We have, but here what we have is will plus verb 1. We verb 1. D, if she had stated, she would have passed. This is conditional type 3. This is conditional type 1. This is conditional type 2. This is conditional type 0 or 0 conditional sentence. So that the answer is A. The answer is A. Again, let us move to the next question, question 7. Question 7 says the correct verb form in the question, in the sentence which says if he dash harder, he would have succeeded. The clue or the given we have here to complete this sentence is the conditional clause. If clause, we don't know. So that conditional clause. The conditional clause, what we have is would plus have plus verb 3. We have verb 3. If we have this kind of pattern or in the formats, what would be the if clause? The if clause has to have had plus v3. You see, it has to have this meaning. This means the sentence is what? Conditional type 3. Conditional type 3. On the base of this, which options would satisfy? A, work is simple present tense, doesn't work here. Work it, simple past, doesn't work here. C, hard work it, had plus verb Z. This is in the form of verb 3, V3, had we have, so that is, this could be an answer. This was working. This is past continuous, so that it cannot be an answer. Then the answer of the questions, and the correct answer is therefore C, had worked. If he had worked harder, he would have succeeded. Okay, the next question 8. Question 8 says, identify which sentence uses the simple past tense. Here it is. Simple past tense. Simple past tense. Simple past tense means simply verb 2. The sentence has to have verb 2. A, they are playing. This is present continuous. Present continuous form. They played. This is here. V2. They played soccer yesterday. This is right. They will play V1. will, so that this is simple future. And D, they played, have played, so that is present perfect. Accordingly, the simple past tense is the option with V2, which is option B, which says they played soccer yesterday. Question 9. Question 9 says, which choose the correct options to complete the sentence. The sentence which says, if you mix reds and the blue, you dash purple. Here it is. What does it say? If you mix, the verb is this one. Here it is, mix. The verb is mix. Mix in V1. That means if clause. If clause V1. So that conditional sentence or conditional clause would be what? What it be? Most probably the conditional clause has to also be V1. This means the type would be zero conditional type sentence. Zero conditional type sentence. So that made will make would not be the answer. So that we have to choose either A or D. What we have the subject here is you. So that you would be taken in the form of plural forms, and so that is this is a singular form that doesn't go with you. As a result, the answer is A. You make purple. If you mix red and blue, that's always the result that you indicate is purple. You make purple. Okay, and the last question says, what is the correct form of this conditional sentence? The conditional sentence says, if she dash the bracket, the verb given to be filled here is steady. She will pass the exam. This is the full information given us in the conditional clause. So that is in the conditional clause we have the full information we have is if clause is dash, and conditional clauses. In conditional clause we have will plus V1. If we have in the conditional clause will plus V1, this is type 1. This could be type 1 conditional sentence. So that the if clause has to be what? Has to have V1. Accordingly, B cannot be the answer. D cannot be the answer. Therefore, as we did in the preceding question, we have to choose either A or C. The subject given us here is she, singular. If the subject is singular, so that is the verb one type that goes with verb singular subject is A. A. So that this is the answer. This is the answers, and this is just the way we can easily practice and identify what type of sentence we are making, what type of sentence we are reading, what type of or expressions the word is, structures they have. This is very interesting and very helpful. I hope it is very helpful. I would come um, back again with some very interesting lessons. For the time being, enjoy it and stay tuned with me. Follow this channel. I will be back with something very interesting in more. With more, what I can say, with more interesting lessons. Especially, I usually try to help you, especially for students those who have a difficulty in doing English exam, especially those who have difficulty in identifying the types of uh, sentences, the types of tenses, types of conditional sentences, and the verb formats, and there are different structures in English, especially in constructing sentence. I hope I will help you, and you will be better in doing your exam. This will help you a lot. So that stay with me, follow my posts, and react with it. And that way we'll be just together throughout the year. Thank you very much. Bye.